Hey guys, it's me, Seren, back with another video. I'm so blown because I actually just got home. I was driving somewhere today, and when I got, home, I got caught up on this Ava DuVernay situation. And I was like, dang, I wish I got caught up on this earlier. I could have talked about it in the car video. This is like the perfect type of topic for a car video. I should just go like back outside and just like sit in my car. But I'm already home, whatever. But I wanted to do a quick little video on this because I wanted to talk about this because I kind of feel like celebrities are out of control. They've been out of control. I feel like COVID has just shown that celebrities are fucking useless and celebrity opinions are useless in a lot of ways. I mean, I know I talk a lot about a lot of celebrities and I talk about a lot of their opinions, but as you guys know, or have probably noticed, I've scaled back on that a lot because I just don't give a fuck about what a lot of these motherfuckers have to say. This Ava DuVernay situation was really interesting because, so Donald Trump got COVID. Unsurprisingly, this nigga was throwing basically parties and shit in the Rose Garden on the White House lawn, no mask, no nothing. So Donald Trump got COVID. Ava took the time to say something like she wasn't going to wish death on him, but, you know, she don't like wishing death on people. Motherfuckers always act like they taking the higher ground by like not wishing death on a motherfucker. Y'all know me, I will wish death on a bitch quick, fast. No, ain't no thing. Some motherfuckers need to die. But Ava, you know, she was like, she not gonna wish death on people. You know, she want him to survive, and then they're gonna vote him out, type shit. You know, it was like a very like people have been acting like they feel some type of way about people wishing death on Donald Trump. I don't understand how or why, but whatever. So it's very interesting though because like Ava DuVernay tweeted something about how she's not gonna wish death on him. You know, trying to like quote unquote take the higher ground, which Black Americans are always being pushed and pushed and pushed and pushed and pushed to like, oh, take the higher ground, take the higher ground, take the higher ground. But a lot of us are tired of that shit. Like some shit. Sometimes, you know, Michelle Obama said when they go low, we go high. Sometimes when they go low, your ass gotta go lower. You gotta get down in the dirt. You gotta go down to motherfucking hell, under the sea, the depths of the ocean, the breach in Pacific Rim. You know, like you gotta go down, dig. You gotta get down in there sometimes. That's just the political climate. That's the socio-political climate that we're in right now. That's the politics, the social media, everything right now is you got to get down in the dirt. Otherwise, you're not going to get shit done. Especially when we're talking about politics because we are dealing with all political parties are dirty as fuck. Like, I was just about to say, we are dealing with political parties that are dirty. Like, all political parties are dirty as fuck. So, anybody acting like there's somebody taking the high ground, no, they're not. They're not taking the high ground. They're not better. Politician is a politician is a politician is a politician is a cop, all that. So, but Ava, she has been making movies and shows and things revolving around Black American culture. And she's very talented. She's a great director. She does amazing work. I reviewed Selma. I thought it was great. A Wrinkle in Time was a mess, but she did When They See Us, which was literally on the Central Park 5. So a lot of people felt like you literally did a piece that was on the Central Park 5. Donald Trump was really integral to those kids getting wrongfully convicted, wrongfully incarcerated. He took out huge ads in the newspaper. He basically doxed them and their families, published their names, their information, called for them to get executed, all these things. Like, Donald Trump did these things, like, literally, like, somebody that was directly involved with these things that you then made this hugely acclaimed series about. All of your works have sort of revolved around Black American sort of history and injustice. You did 13th again. You did Selma. You've done these projects. So number one, every single thought that people have in their heads do not need to go on Twitter. Let me start there. If you felt like it was obviously everybody can do whatever they want, but I just want to say, like, if you feel like it's inappropriate that people are wishing death on Donald Trump, you don't have to write a tweet about that. You could text that to your close friends and family. You could write it down in your diary, you know. Like, there's a million and one places that you could share that. But you being Ava DuVernay, she decided to make that public. You put it on Twitter and you got pushback against it because you decided to make it a definitive public statement. Some of you guys will remember way back when I did a video criticizing Beyonce. because Beyonce said she wasn't political. This was like 2014, so this was like a while ago. Beyonce said she wasn't political, she wasn't involved in politics, but this was after Beyonce called herself a feminist, and she did a concert with the word feminist behind her in like 6 foot tall, like neon letters. And I was like, she doesn't seem to understand, people don't seem to understand that calling yourself a feminist, that is a definitive political statement. That's, it's a politically charged term from jump. So you can't be like, oh, I'm a feminist and this, that, and the third, and then be like, oh, well, I'm not political. I don't want to get involved with political stuff. Obviously, Beyonce sort of walked that back and did get involved differently. But it's like, once you make public political statements, they're public now. They're going to get some pushback. If you can't take the heat, don't get in the fire. Just continue making your art, continue making your work, continue exploring these ideas through your craft. There's no reason for you to be on Twitter, on any of these public social networks, making your personal opinion known. But if you want to do that, it's your prerogative, it's your decision. Be prepared for some pushback. Ava DuVernay got pushback for basically saying she wasn't going to condemn Trump. She wasn't going to wish death on him. People felt like that was very hypocritical coming from her as the person that made When They See Us, which was about the Central Park Five. Donald Trump tried to end these men's lives, literally, point blank, period. Like, he was pushing for them to be executed. Falsely accused, falsely incarcerated. A lot of that was pushed by Donald Trump and all the influence that he had in New York, okay? So people were like, how is it that you should be intimately involved and have an intimate understanding of the type of person that this man is? But even if you feel morally like it's wrong to wish death on people, you didn't have to make that a public statement. You did, you got pushback. Then she added insult to injury. So I first saw this and heard about this, shout out to Tim, because Tim posted about it in Discord. I first heard of her sort of refusal to condemn him, and people feeling like that was hypocritical and sort of like, walking both sides, trying to like see, quote unquote, see both sides, be the bigger person, take the higher ground, fence straddling type shit. I heard a new saying today from Bookworm Radio. She said, if you, what did she say? If you straddle the fence, the only thing that gets split is your ass, something like that. I was like, oh, I never heard that. That's a good one. Like, I like that line. But it's like, you tried to straddle the fence and your ass got split. People got in your ass. They were like, what the fuck? You're the person that made When They See Us, but now you're saying you're not going to condemn Donald Trump or you're not going to wish death on him, whatever. And then out of all the people, I don't know if she responded to like tons of people, but I know that one girl in particular she responded to. I do want to say her name because I want her to get her props. Tiny Kinsey, I think is her name. Kinsey Clark. Yeah, Tiny Kinsey Scale. Kinsey Clark. So she works at Vogue magazine. She was one of the people that sort of pushed back against it. She's a Black American girl from Detroit. She's one of the girls that sort of like pushed back against this statement that Ava DuVernay made. And Ava DuVernay responded to her on Twitter and tagged her employer, tagged Vogue magazine. Said something, I might tell you exactly what she said. Hold on. So this was it. I'm going to read you guys some stuff. So her tweet was, I truly hope you get well. That's what she said to Trump. Like, I hope you get well as you're infected with a life-threatening illness, blah, blah, blah. Like, I hope you get well, and then we're going to vote you out. And then somebody was like, you literally directed a movie about the Central Park Five, and this is the man that you're going to wish well. The racist who took out full-page ads to demonize them. And she was like, Ava, she was like, I don't wish death on anyone. I was raised better. Stop right there, bitch. Like, a lot of us was raised to be petty and vindictive. That don't make you better than us. That makes you a motherfucking fool, number one. Because, again, these people don't seem to realize you got to get down in the dirt with these motherfuckers. Let's start there. Number two, like, bitch, you are rich. Like, you're rich. You have all this money. You have all this influence. You have this huge platform where you reach millions of people. You got a lot of this, not a lot of it. You basically got all of it. You got this whole platform from making these bodies of work about Black American racial injustice. People found it offensive that you wish Donald Trump well publicly on Twitter, on your public platform. You didn't have to do that. You were making a definitive, statement, a public statement. You got pushback against that statement, rightfully so, because it was hypocritical bullshit. Absolutely. She's absolutely a blue check. We've talked about blue checks before. Absolutely. She's in with the cool kids, people that will do and say any, they've made their little money off Black American trauma and struggle and culture and history, and now they'll do and say anything for a buck. She was rightfully pushed back against by this Black girl, Kinsey Clark, and she replied to her and tagged her employer and tagged Vogue. So this is what she said. She has since deleted the tweet, but of course millions of people screenshotted it. To Kinsey Clark of @Vogue magazine, named her directly and tagged her employer, black girl, and all who tried to ridicule me for stating I don't wish death upon anyone. Number 1, feel free to spend your time, energy, spirit wishing for someone's death. I won't. 2, rage, criticism, and justice work can be done without soiling one's soul, karma, and mind. Number 1, what does soul, karma, and mind have to do with it? You made a public statement on a public platform, and people replied to you publicly. You didn't like the fact that everybody gave you a round of applause for saying how mature and above it all you are, which was obviously what you wanted from that statement. And you lashed out at this black girl in particular. It was a power play. You tried to flex on her, right? Tagging her employer, Vogue, so that Vogue would take notice and possibly fire and or reprimand this girl. Black girl, just like you. It's hypocritical. It's ugly. This is what all these members of this cool kid do. Be it Ava DuVernay, be it Lena Hwyte, be it Ryan Coogler, who thinks we're motherfucking lost in the world, who cast Daniel Kaluuya to play Fred Hampton. They all do the same thing. They get up on high. They talk down to us little niggas at the bottom. They think they know everything. They think they're better than us. They're hypocrites. Huge hypocrites, because you got a whole platform off of this type of thing, off of our pain, our trauma, all of that, just to turn around and be like, well, I'm not going to do this and do that. Number 1, you didn't have to do anything. All this could have been kept private. Twitter and all this social media is not your diary. It's not your journal. It's not the place for you to get these thoughts off without any type of criticism or critique or pushback. It is a public platform. This could have been written down anywhere if you were not prepared for the pushback. Then for you to get pushback or for you to lash out at this black girl specifically, when that's supposed to be what you all about, putting black people on, is trash. It was trash, and she's trash, and I'm not surprised. And she's been going down this road for a while, the all POC lives matter road, right? And they're all in the same boat together. This is why I stopped talking about a lot of these people and a lot of these topics, because you can just tell, like, you know what they're about. Like, they're not about shit. They're just about making their money and getting into the in crowd and getting into the in circle and leaving the rest of us and feeling they could tell the rest of us what to do. They cannot tell the rest of us what to do. And the fact, again, that she really tried to flex on this girl, tag her employer, like she's trying to get her fired, like punching down some type of power play, is trash. It's disgusting. And I'm tired of it. I'm tired of all these people. I just want all them to shut up. Shut up. And, bitch, like, you're not no political pundit, bitch. You're not no fucking commentator, bitch. Like, and if you are, you need to be able to accept some criticism and some pushback. And I don't think it's a coincidence. I'm sure Ava DuVernay got hundreds of thousands of replies. I don't think it's a coincidence that one of the ones you responded to and tagged the employer was the black girl. You knew what you were doing. They all know what they're doing as they position themselves. Selma's a great movie. Can't take that away from her. When They See Us is still a great body of work. 13th is still a great body of work. You can't take that away from her. But I've been stopped watching her stuff. I didn't even watch When They See Us. So, because I felt weird about it. Because I feel like Ava DuVernay makes a career off of Black American pain and trauma, but doesn't really give a fuck about us. And I felt like this whole interaction that just happened between her and this girl about Donald Trump getting COVID just proved my point. So she's X'd off the list. I think Ryan Coogler is a brilliant, amazing, talented writer and director, but he has a lot of internal issues about his Black Americanness and feeling like we're lost and we don't have no home. X out the list. I won't watch his stuff. Jordan Peele, brilliant, talented. These are Black Americans. Brilliant, talented. Refuses to cast Black Americans in any of his projects. He will only cast foreign Blacks in his lead roles. But then he'll talk about, like, how the project is, like, rooted in Black American culture and, you know, Lena Hwyte, same thing. X. If you do not have what is best for Black Americans specifically in mind, I cannot fuck with you. That's it. That's all. Like, these people, how many videos have I made on Issa Rae, on Ryan Coogler, on Lena Hwyte? Like, these are people that don't like niggas. They're Black, but they don't like niggas. And even the Black American ones, they have internalized issues. They're fucking into respectability politics. They think they're the talented 10th, W.E.B. Du Bois type niggas. They think they're better than the rest of us. I'm sure you guys can hear me. I'm like smacking my hands. It's just like, these are the fucking facts. I don't know what more these people have to do. I know motherfuckers are going to continue watching their shows and their movies, which is also a part of why I stopped talking about it. Because I was just like, if y'all motherfuckers is going to keep on watching, I'm not going to keep wasting my fucking breath talking about it, but I'm not going to be supporting it. And hopefully more people could wake up and realize that these people are not fucking with us, that they're not on our side, that there's even Black Americans, supremely talented, hugely talented people, but all they're in it for is a check. That's a check and some clout and to be known and to get famous and to get a platform. That's it. But that they would throw the rest of us up under the bus, quick, fast, in a hurry, try to get us fired from our jobs, all type of shit, because they don't fucking care. And that's it. I know I said that's it last time, but that's it for real this time.